I hope you're fine and in a great health. Okay, today we're talking about something really important, which is the present perfect. هنتكلم النهارده عن حاجة مهمة جدا هو present perfect. ممكن تسمع حاجات كده زي have you heard of coronavirus? Have you heard of anything? Have you been to the US? Have you been to الجونة? طب ليه مش بيقولوا did you go أو did you hear? Okay, first things first. نبدأ بالمهم الأول نتكلم عن formation, how to use the present perfect tense, and then we talk about the uses. الأول نتكلم ازاي بيتكون وبعد كده نقول بنستخدمه امتى. لأن both past simple tense و present perfect are in the past. بس كل واحدة هتقولها هتdeliver message معين. يعني لو قلت لك مثلا have you shaved your beard؟ غير لما اقول لك did you shave your beard. دي ليها impression ودي ليها impression تاني خالص. وان شاء الله by the end of this session هتعرف امتى تستخدم present perfect tense effectively and perfectly. Okay, let's start off formation. طيب خلينا نشوف الاول how do we form the present perfect tense. ازاي بيتكون. طب هنا مثلا هي عايزة تقول ان هي خلصت exercise. I have exercised. I have exercised. Okay, so this is how we form it. Have or has according to the pronoun. And then the third form of the verb. The third form of the verb. Supposedly the third form is just like the second form. ده في regular verbs. The second form اللي هو past simple زي ال past زي ال PP اللي هو third form of the verb طالما الverb regular طالما الverb منتظم فبيبقى play الpast بتاعها played الpast participle played exercise past exercised past participle exercised okay فsupposedly الpast participle بيبقى زي past simple form للverb اوكي طبعا كل حاجة ليها irregulars و exceptions وهنتكلم برضو عن some popular verbs. طيب لو جت مع ال question هتبقى have you exercised? Have you exercised? يبقى you have exercised question have you exercised. ناخد pronoun تاني اللي هو we هتبقى we have exercised. We have exercised. طب لو question have we exercised? Now it's a question. Have we exercised? Okay. طب لو they have exercised. They have exercised. Question have they exercised? Now it's a question. Have they exercised? Okay, so let's see it with he and then we check it with she because they are the same. يبقى هنا لو I, we, they or you بتبقى have. I have exercised, you have exercised, we have exercised, they have exercised. طيب لو مع he فعايزين نقول خلي بالكم في حاجات بيجي معاها كلمة wear. wear مش بتيجي بس مع clothes أو jewelries بتيجي مع حاجات تانية. فممكن تقول مع mustache. So he wear a mustache. Let's say for instance beard. He wear a beard. بتيجي مع عموما الدقن أو الشنب أو الجوتي اللي هي السكسوكة. So لو حد عمل سكسوكة برضو he wears a goatee. وتيجي برضو مع الشعر حد عمل ربى شعره طويل so we'll say he wears her hair long قصر شعره he wears her hair short okay فwear بتيجي حتى تيجي مع cologne or perfume he wears a nice perfume okay يعني هو حاطط برفان جميلة he wears a nice cologne fine okay هنا بقى في present perfect كلمة wear دي irregular verb past بتاع wear wore past participle worn فتبقى he has worn a mustache he has worn a mustache he has worn a mustache طب لو question has he worn a mustache now it's a question إذا هو رب شنبه has he worn a mustache okay he has worn a beard he has worn a beard هو رب دقنه he has worn a nice beard question has he worn a beard has he worn a beard Okay, let's see it with she. Okay, so I want to say here she finished. هي خلصت أكل. في present perfect بقى تبقى she has ولا have? Has. دايما singular we use it with has. She has finished eating. Finished دي من regular verbs في past هتبقى finished في past participle finished برضه. So she has finished eating. She has finished eating. The question, has she finished eating? Has she finished eating? Now it's a question. Okay, لو انت بشغل على جهاز او program هنك وقف فجأة. So you want to say it stopped. So it has stopped working. It has stopped working. Top question. Has it stopped working? Has it stopped working? Okay, so now we know how to form the present perfect tense مع I, you, we, they أو أي جمع أي plural we use have. مع he, she, it or any singular we use has. Okay, so let's move to the second slide, which is uses. When do we use the present perfect tense? طبعا we need to say that the present perfect tense is a tense used for actions in the past. مبدئيا the present perfect tense we use it in the past. Okay, so why don't we use the past simple tense? But let's see, there are three scenarios where we use the present or when we use the present perfect tense. Okay, try to figure out how تستنتج انت when do we use the present perfect tense. هنا في الباست لو عايز اقول هي عملت شعرها قصير so she الباست بتاع wore she wore her hair short. She wore her hair short. كده هي قصة شعرها قصير. بس it's better to say she has worn her hair short. She has worn her hair short. Okay, where she has بتتنطق she's worn her hair short. زي she is نفس الصوت بتاع she is, you can add apostrophe s. She's worn her hair short. Okay, حاول بعديك مثلا تاني وتشوف ايه التشابه اللي بينهم. برضه shaved his beard. واحد على طول بدقنه وفجأة لقيته من غير دقن. Okay, he shaved his beard. But it's better to say he has shaved his beard. He shaved his beard حاجة و he has shaved his beard بتدي impression تاني خالص. طيب ليه دول بقى ايه؟ What's the point of saying these the present perfect and not the past simple tense? Because they represent changes. Changes. لو قلت I shaved my beard ده معناه انت بتحلق كل يوم عادي وصحيت الصبح حلقت لانك، فعايز تقول لي انت حلقت لانك. I shaved my beard today this morning. I shaved my beard this morning. إنما لو أنت أصلا بدأنا بقالك فترة طويلة وإحنا اتعودنا على شكلك كده and then you have made some changes to your appearance, then you should say I have shaved my beard. خلاص أنا ما بقتش بدقن anymore. I'm not bearded anymore. I have shaved my beard. Okay, so number one uses for the present perfect tense is we use it with changes. عايز أقول غيرت ديكورات الشقة. So I have decorated my flat. I've decorated my flat. أو I have changed the decoration of my flat. عملت تجديدات في المحل. I have made renovations in my store. I've made some renovations in my store. Okay, وطالما بتتكلم عن changes, you should use the present perfect tense. Number two. I just eaten dinner. طبعا I have just eaten dinner. لو انت لسه مخلص أكل دلوقتي, so you should say مش I ate dinner. I have just eaten dinner. Okay. طب لو هي هتبقى he has done his homework. He has done his homework. طيب what kind of impression do these sentences give? ايه الامبريشن اللي السنتنس دي او الجمله دي بتديها؟ Completed action. انا دلوقتي انت جيت فعايز اعزم عليك تحب تاكل حاجه. Would you like something to eat? No thank you. I have just eaten dinner. انا لسه اكل. يبقى for any actions, for any finished actions that they still have effect to the future or up till now, then it's better to use the present perfect tense. انت دلوقتي اكل والeffect بتاع الاكل لسه موجود. انت شبعان مش هتقدر تاكل. it's better to say I have just eaten. Thank you. I cannot eat anymore. زي البروفيشنال expression لو حد عايز يقول لك انا امتلأت او اكلت وشبعان تمام. I have had sufficient. أخدت كفايتي خلاص من الأكل. Would you like some more? No, thank you. I have had sufficient. I've had sufficient. دي لو عايز تقول لحد بشكل polite إن أنت أكلت وامتلأت وشبعان ومش تقدر تاكل تاني لو هو بيعزم عليك. So I've had sufficient. برضه في present perfect لأن أنت أكلت وخلصت أكل فعلا بس الإفكت بتاع الأكل لسه موجود لسه حاسس بيه. أنا شبعان مش قادر آكل. ليه؟ Because I have just eaten dinner. I have just had dinner. I've just eaten. حد عازم عليك بقهوة. Would you like some coffee? No, thank you. I have just had one. I have just had one. Okay, so we use it with completed action that they still have effect to the present time. Okay, let's go to the third case, third scenario. We ate worm before. Do you know what a worm is? فين الworm? That's the worm. You're not gonna like it. That's the worm. Dude, that's worm. Okay, we ate worm. ده انا بسألك مثلا اتغديت ايه النهارده؟ تقول لي اتغديت دود. We ate worm. انما لو انت دي حاجة غريبة في مصر، احنا مش بناكل دود. فانت عايز تنقلها لي كاكسبيرينس. So you should say I have eaten worm before. I've eaten worm before. Okay, let's see another scenario, another example. They visited Italy once. Okay, لكن أنا بقول لك مثلا they visit من غير once هتبقى they visited Italy last year. أو ما زاروا إيطاليا السنة اللي فاتت. But if I tell you they have visited Italy once, يبقى هنا دي ليها impression تاني هنقوله بعد السنتنس الجاية دي. I tried sushi before. You should say I have tried sushi before. Okay, ليه التلاتة دول إيه المشترك بينهم? What's the common issue between these three sentences? Experience. هنا you want to deliver an experience. So if you want to, it doesn't matter when you did these actions. وطبعا you cannot use time expressions. ما ينفعش تقول I have eaten worm last year. لا. طالما بتتكلم present perfect, you can never use a past time expressions. ما ينفعش تستخدم أي حاجة من اللي بنعبر فيها في الباست. Don't use time. أنت هنا بتنقل لي experience. So the main focus is the action itself, not when it happened. Okay, الفوكس هنا ان انت عايز تقول ان انت عملت الاكسبيرينس دي. مش مهم امتى، بس you want to deliver that I have tried this thing once before. So we have eaten worm before. يبقى احنا كده جربنا ناكل دود. I have had this experience in my life. They have visited Italy once. Not everyone can visit Italy, but they have visited Italy once. Okay, so I want to tell you that they had this experience of visiting Italy. يبقى انا عايز انقل لك الاكسبيرينس ان الناس دي راحت ايطاليا. I have tried sushi before. Maybe I haven't. So you want to tell me that you have had this experience. So it's better to use the present perfect tense. I have tried sushi once. Okay? يبقى these are the three scenarios. We use it with changes. أي تغييرات عملتها احنا مش متعودين عليها. So you should use the present perfect tense. Completed action that still have effect to the present time. So use the present perfect tense. And if you want to tell me an experience that you have tried, so you use the present perfect tense. Yes, you cannot use past time expressions with present perfect tense. ما ينفعش تقول لي I have worn أو I have shaved my beard yesterday. لا كده هتقول لي I shaved my beard yesterday. You cannot say I have eaten worm last year. لا I've eaten worm بس. أقول لك بقى بعد كده أسألك when did you eat worm؟ أقول لك I ate worm last year. Okay. أي سؤال بقى بعد كده هيبقى في الباست. I have eaten worm. Really? When did you eat worm؟ مش هيقول لك when have you eaten worm. لا. When did you eat worm؟ I ate worm last year. ويبدأ بقى كل السيناريو هتبقى في الباست. اوكي تعالوا بقى نسأل لو عايز تقول لحد السؤال البوبيولر اللي هو عمرك جربت حاجة معينة. Have you ever؟ So تعال نشوف الفيرب ride. عايز اقول لك عمرك سوقت موتوسيكل. So the question is have you ever ridden a motorcycle؟ انتوا عارفين ride الباس بتاعها rode. So ride rode ridden. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle؟ The question لو انت yes يبقى yes I have كشورت answer. Yes I've ridden a motorcycle once, twice, 3 times. تقول لي بقى كم مرة. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle؟ I have never ridden a motorcycle yet. Yet يعني طبعا دي بتيجي في النيجاتيف وفي الكويستشن. Yet يعني لحد دلوقتي. فممكن أقول لك have you ever ridden a motorcycle yet؟ عمرك لحد دلوقتي سوقت motorcycle؟ So في النيجاتيف you can say I've never ridden a motorcycle. عمري ما سوقت motorcycle. Or I haven't ridden a motorcycle. دي two forms of the negative form. تقدر تنفيها بالشكلين دول. يا إما I have never ridden a motorcycle or I haven't ridden a motorcycle. ويت دي optional. عايز تحطها اوكي مش عايز بلاش. Okay, another question. عمرك شفت penguin؟ بس السؤال هيبقى ايه؟ Have you ever seen a penguin before؟ Have you ever seen a penguin before؟ خد بالكم ال rising intonation we always use it with yes no question. Have you ever seen a penguin before؟ لو شفت penguin قبل كده؟ Yes, I have seen a penguin or I have seen penguins lots of times. Okay. لو ما شفتش يبقى I've never seen one before. أو I have never seen a penguin before. أو I haven't seen a penguin before. اوكي عارفين السبورت دي سواء دي او بتبقى سيفتي اكتر وبتبقى قاعد، دي اسمها بانجي جامبينج. بانجي جامبينج ممكن تتكتب بالواي او دبل اي. بانجي جامبينج ودايما يجي معاها verb go مش play ولا do. ان شاء الله هيبقى عامل سيشن نتكلم فيها امتى بنقول go وامتى بنقول do وامتى بنقول play مع السبورتس. Okay, so have you ever done bungee jumping? عارفين go is an irregular verb. ال past بتاعه went وال past participle gone. Have you ever gone bungee jumping before? لو yes ممكن ترد short answer yes I have. No I haven't. Okay, let's talk about this guy. Has your father grown a mustache? Has your father grown a mustache? والدك رب دقن عمره. Okay, هنا طبعا has عشان singular. Has your father grown a mustache before? Oh yes يبقى yes he has, no he hasn't. Okay طبعا نكمل السكادجول. يبقى to a long story short or let me give it to you in a nutshell نلخص القصة. We use the present perfect tense with the completed actions that still have effect to the future. We also use it with changes and we use it with experiences. Okay, let's complete this schedule. I've lived here since last year. In negative, I haven't lived here for a year. خدوا بالكم بنقول since لو عندك نقطة محددة، for لو بتتكلم عن فترة زمنية. So since last year من السنة اللي فاتت since 2019 since September. إنما for we use it with a period of time. For so long, for a whole year, for 5 years. ما ينفعش تقول since 5 years. لا since 2015 بس for 5 years. والquestion هتبقى have you lived here for a year? Okay, هنا we have the negative. We haven't been friends for 5 years. طب لا أنا عايز أقول هبقى لنا أصحاب 5 سنين. We've been friends for 5 years. وخدوا بالكم كلمة been you can say been or been. So you can say we have been friends for 5 years or we've been friends for 5 years. طبعا we have مش بنقولها we have we've been friends for 5 years. Well question, have we been friends for 5 years? Have we been friends for 5 years? Okay, now here we have the question. Has she worn her hair short? هي قصت شعرها. Has she worn her hair short? في الأفirmative, she's worn her hair short. قلنا she has بتبقى she's. She's worn her hair short. Negative, she hasn't worn her hair short. Here we have the negative. I've never been to the US yet. عمري ما رحت أمريكا لحد دلوقتي. I've never been to the US yet. طب لو سافرت قبل كده. I've been to the US once. I've been to the US once. Have you been to the US? ممكن تحط ever. عايز أقول عمرك رحت US. Have you ever been to the US? Okay, they have asked permission from dad. يبقى هم استأذنوا والدهم. They have asked permission from dad. طب negative. They haven't asked permission from dad. Question. Have they asked permission from dad? Okay. طبعا نروح ل confusing point اللي هي when do we say gone, when do we say been. طيب if someone asks you where are you now وانت رحت كامب ولسه في الكامب لغاية دلوقتي بتكلمه من هناك، فهتقول بقى I have been to a camp ولا I have gone to a camp. I've been to a camp ولا I have gone to a camp. انت لسه في الكامب وبتتكلم من هناك هتقول ايه؟ I have gone to a camp. So where are you now? I've gone to the Gona. I've gone to El Gona. I have gone to Sharm el Sheikh. Okay? ليه بقى؟ لأن gone means one direction. أنا رحت ولسه هناك. I have gone to the US. يبقى أنا بكلمك من أمريكا. I've gone to the US. طب رحت وجيت. I've been to the US once. أنا رحت وقاعد قدامك بكلمك وبقول لك على experience. I've been to the US once. بناخد بالنا من الحتة دي عشان في ناس كتير got confused. Gone when you, one way direction, when you go and you are still there and you're talking to someone. I have gone to the US. Do you want anything before I come back? Okay. طب لو رحت وجيت وبتتكلم بقى يبقى I have been to the US. I have been to Italy. I have been to a camp. Okay. تعالوا نشوف كده some examples. انتوا بقى تشوفوا إذا كنتوا هتقولوا been ولا gone. بس دي been و gone. Okay. Where are the kids? حد جالنا البيت وبيسأل Hey, where are the kids? مش شايفاهم. عايز اقول هم في السوبر ماركت. يبقى they have gone ولا they have been. They have gone to the supermarket. هم راحوا مش موجودين دلوقتي لسه ما رجعوش. لما يروحوا ويجوا بقى اسالهم ايه؟ هقول لهم ايه؟ Where have you been? كنتوا فين؟ Okay, have you ever to the US? Have you ever been to the US ولا have you ever gone؟ لو أنا face to face لا ده طبعا أنا بس رحت وجيت يعني فأنا بكلمك face to face. So have you ever been to the US؟ أنت عمرك رحت؟ أنا مش بكلم معاك أهو. لو أنت هناك بعرف أنت هناك. I to a camp once. I have been to a camp once. So here I'm talking to you. أنا رحت الكامب وجيت وعايز أقول لك إن أنا عملت كامب قبل كده. So I have been to a camp once. Okay. And about this little girl just have been somewhere and then she came back and her mom is asking her كنت فين يا بنت? So the question is where have you been? مش where have you gone? If I'm talking on the phone يبقى the question where have you gone? اتصل بيك على الموبايل انت فين يا ولد؟ Where have you gone? لما رحت وجيت عايز اعرف كنت فين يبقى where have you been? I have 3 times. رحت مكان 3 مرات. I have there 3 times. I've been there 3 times. Okay, so we're talking live أو on the phone. خلاص أنا عارف إن أنت هنا مرحتش هناك. عايز تقول إن أنا رحت 3 مرات. So I have been there 3 times. طب I haven't to the US before. عمري ما رحت. I haven't gone ولا been. I haven't been to the US before. I haven't been to the US before. Okay, where's your mom? I came home and I can't find your mom. Where's your mom? She has gone to the mall. ولسه هناك. She's gone to the mall. Okay? Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. I hope you benefit from this session. Have a great day. Stay safe and see you next time. Goodbye.